So far we're doing pretty good here. There's a campfire here. There's so many of these foot races, and the frame rate is not amazing. The animations are not. Oh my god, they're everywhere. Where did these come from? I didn't spawn these in, did I? I never. Okay, this is alright. Here's what we're gonna do. See, I'm invisible, can't see me. Completely invisible. Frame rate is not great, but you know what? The kind of people that are going to watch this video aren't going to be people that necessarily are huge into this game per se, and if they are, there's no way they're as huge into this game as I am, which means they're probably not going to care that much if it's not a crisp, smooth 60 frames per second, and they're not going to care that much if, you know, the bit rate is clunky or that the encoder is not the perfect one for this amount of movement. They're just going to be happy to see me playing this game, and they're going to think, oh, I know that person, they seem to be enjoying themselves, and oh wow, that's strange, I've never seen that person smile before. Oh my god, they're still smiling, and it's getting strange, and I can't look away. Oh god, oh Jesus, oh Lord, please help me, I'm dying, please, I can't look away from the screen. The person on the screen is smiling right at me, they're looking into my very soul. Oh god. And then you close your eyes at last because you somehow find the strength to do so. And you're in another universe, you're in another dimension. You're so far from home, and you're surrounded by people that don't understand you and don't speak your language, and yet you're able to understand them. It's like a one-way understanding, and then you realize this is my life now. I have to learn how to eat the food that these people eat and say the words that these people say in the way that they say them. I have to understand that I am not from this world. This world is not my home, you know? And then you get to that point where you're like, you know what? It doesn't matter. I'll make this my home. Whether future or past, here or there, no matter where you go, there you are. And that is what you gotta do. You gotta cultivate an empathy for your environment. Extol a virtuous lifestyle while practicing it. And hope that others see benefit in emulating that virtue. Or at least not obstructing it. Obstruction's the worst. Oh, sharp. Oh god, hey man, what's up? Bye. I know there's some nonsense up in here. Yeah, and eventually you might find a way back home, and then you realize that, you know, you were never not home, like, or that rather a home isn't something that exists in any real sense, like you never had a home, and you're surrounded by people who aren't really aliens per se, but, you know, there's no ownership of the planet in the sense that they belong there, and nobody belongs anywhere. You know, it's kind of like what they said on that TV show that all the young kids like, the Rick and the Morty, the rockin' the rollin', you know? Real talk though, I find that really dumb that everyone I know everywhere is like, oh my god, Rick and Morty's the best thing ever, oh my god, Rick and Morty's so amazing, I would love to hang out with Rick, that'd be so great. But it's like, motherfucker, if I had khakis, a lab coat, and a portal gun, you would suddenly think I was the coolest shit ever, but because I don't, you're not interested in being my friend. Like, get fucking real. Like, you don't like Rick Sanchez, you like the aesthetic, the idea of this person who is really smart and talks about quantum bullshit all the time and has a very lackadaisical or fatalistic ideology. Everyone's all about that sunset, heart hands, Instagram bullshit. Why can't people just be real? I know why, because this world is not, you know, it's not your home. Fair. Harsh but fair. Alright, what's happening in here? The Halit mine. Excellent. What's happening? Oh, you guys are alive. Wow. Okay. Yo,
What say you, Outlander?
you should not be out here. This is bad. I mean, this glass is not worth Yeah. Ah. Not worth it. Alright, we're right up in the thick of it right here. We're in the mountain, mixing it up, mixing these mountain guts up. Here we go. Oh boy. We're getting too high right now. Gotta hide. You get too high, the fun police show up. Never great. Oh my goodness. What? I can't even. How did it resist that? Nonsense. There's no excuse for this. I demand to jump really high. Okay. This is not working. We need levitation. Do we have levitation? Do we have any kind of levitation here? Strong levitate. Boom. Let's do it. Here we go. Yeah, it's kind of amazing that it's as pretty as it is with this low amount of triangles. You put some really decent textures on something like this. Real impressive. Geez, the path. That shows us how the NPCs think. So when you're at school or work and people are following this weird pattern where it's almost like they're on a rail, that's the path grid. They had an exploit in the server that like let a lot of people see it, but then they patched it out really quick and dispersed high quality statistics into the atmosphere. See, here we go. You see it over here? Now, this ties in really well with clump theory. So, oh, hey. Alligator. So, that's the path grid. So, if we go somewhere like Balmora, which is kind of like Hamilton or Trenton, right? A lot of, you'll see the patterns here. That's the patterns that the people walk on. Now they're not like consciously psychologically aware of it. Like they're not aware like, hey, I'm following a set pattern, right? Now we don't have to walk in this pattern. We're self-aware and we're cognizant of the fact that like we're individual, right? We're mindful in the like the Ellen Langer sense of things. But like the NPCs, they have to do this, right? They have to walk along this path because if they don't, they don't know how to exist.
You honor me.
Now,
Please
this guy's an
speak.
NPC. He's a cool guy. But, like, if you were to tell him, like, yo, you're walking on this path and you don't know how to not do that, he would say that you were a prick or an asshole, and he wouldn't be your friend anymore because you're opening his eyes to something that is inherently problematic and
you choose to share your time with me.
Throw his entire worldview into question. People don't like that. People don't like unwelcome mirrors. People don't like when you tear down the false pretenses that they've built up around themselves, even if it's unintentional. Like, I'll give you an example. If there's, let me find an NPC here. There's one. All right. So if I'm walking near this guy, and I'm friendly with this, no, it's a woman, I think. If I'm friendly with this woman, and then I step outside the grid like this,
speak freely,
and I'm obvious about that, even if I'm not insulting this person or telling them, hey, you're not fully aware of what you're capable of, it's still going to cause them cognitive dissonance. It's going to cause them a great deal of emotional distress because them looking at me, observing my behavior of not being on the path grid, is going to force their brain to be like, wait a second, how is this possible that this person is able to behave in this way?
Company.
maybe
One
there's
would be
something wrong with
wise to
my
listen.
behavior. And then they don't like that. That's bad. So
Please, go ahead.
it's
Speak.
polite now. Hull is very polite now. But if I hung out outside the path grid, started like jumping from building to building, that would cause people emotional distress. But it's okay, because I'm going to go to space. Oops, wrong one. Don't want to throw that down here. That'll unlock everyone's doors. People don't like when you do that either. Now, out in the wilderness, there aren't very many path grids. But underwater, there's even fewer. So what we're going to do is we're going to go under the water. And we're going to, since we can breathe underwater because of our special helmet that protects our squishy brain, we're going to go all the way over here, and we're going to be by ourselves in the wilderness. And we're God, so we'll never die, we'll never grow old, we'll never hunger, we'll never thirst, and we'll never need to breathe. And we can be all the way over here, away from all the NPCs, and they won't know that we're here. And it'll be fine, because nobody will be upset or angry. We live here now. This is where we live. This is the world as it truly is.